each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings. Welcome to our team. What's it gonna be?
This situation right here is crazy. With this kid, it's like they took they took some type of example out of the Paid in Full movie.
We can make it ice cold.
They had to, I don't know, these people might be stuck in some PPP loans or something, because why would you have somebody pretend, allegedly, why would you have somebody pretend kidnap a kid so you can have a GoFundMe, so on and so forth? But police jumped on it too quick and ran in the house too quick and got the boy back too quick. But your brother get arrested, the twin brother gets arrested, one brother get arrested for pew-pewing at a vehicle, another brother get arrested for probation violation. So the mom get arrested because that's why I say the mom got arrested because she had other related charges as far as like trying to fraudulently scheme and get checks. Like, so she was like had some checks that she was fraudulently trying to get cash and stuff. There was a lot of fraudulent schemes going on. So now they saying that they holding everybody to further the investigation so they can find out how much they're involved in this. Like if the mom and them knew about it and set it all up so they can get money, or because of the father and his dealings, nobody knows where he's getting all his money from. So it's probably like, some Wisconsin street, selling drugs and shit like that. And they're like, oh, you don't want to pay? Then we'll, stage a kidnapping and shit to get you to pay for whatever. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Mm-hmm. The internet got people doing this shit. The internet got it's just like that situation where that one dude pretend like his son went up in the air in a hot air balloon, and they was tracking that, not a hot air balloon, but in some type of and they was tracking that shit whole time he was in the garage. It's that same type of situation. They basically seen an opportunity and they were going to keep him like hidden. They were supposed to keep him hidden long enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, the kid's going to be able to identify it's his family. Hello.
That's probably why he wasn't worried. That's probably why he ain't think he was in trouble. He probably thought he was just staying over Uncle what's-it-calls house for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why it's so weird, because that's why I say to a kid, it probably all looked like it was just some type of stage game.
Fun, yeah.
Like, oh, your uncle gonna come over and snatch you up and pretend like you kidnapped and you're gonna go stay over there. Because the whole thing that was caught on camera, the son, the dad's level of activity that was caught on camera seemed suspicious. He didn't try to chase after the car or nothing.
Yeah, you think my kid, I'm chasing
Get out of here.
Did she eat your spaghetti?
Yeah, she's trying to lick the spaghetti bowl. Get out of here. You can't even eat that stuff because it's all sweet and stuff. That's why you want to try to put your tongue all on it. You're gonna have to start feeding her because she's doing too much on the table. Look at her.
She's fat. Look at her belly.
So I need some people that's gonna come up in the box and talk about this. I think the family might have been in some financial trouble, whether it PPP loans, she's already doing fraudulent stuff. And I think this was just one of those situations where they try to use, some type of variation of scamming or scheming to get money. The internet got people doing all types of crazy stuff. Watch how she run and jump back on the table.
When you view what happened, the dad, when the dudes pulled up, the dad ran inside and left the kid outside.
He ran right past the kid. But look though, they saying that the dad told the son that's what he gonna do. Like he prepared the son, like, yo, if shit hit the fan, you on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever took place, him being at gunpoint, whatever the case may be, that's what they looking at and saying like this whole thing seems sketchy. The dad running by, you know, even after they put his son in the car, he didn't run to the street to try to get no type of license plate, you know what I'm saying, get the tags on that vehicle, none of that shit. He didn't do none of that. And then the brother, his dumb ass, shooting at a vehicle that's like pew-pewing at a vehicle that's coming because he's scared. So you doing extra shit while they're looking for your nephew. So they're looking for your nephew and you pew-pewing. You know I got something in the air. Gotta put something in the air for great conversation. If we could just get some people in the box, you know.
Does it help if there's someone in the box?
Oh, the Discord don't know I'm live because they watching. Magic got a dick pic from fucking Meech. Why? Meech is the one that was arguing with Jaguar. He was on there with Stone Paxton. Real skinny dude. Say he produced music and shit.
Is he
the bony ass dark skin one? That called the girl that was saying like women need to just shut up and let men lead them. Why was she engaged with conversation? That's why I understand. Like these people engage in conversations with them so they can get a dick pic. She said she played along to see where it would lead. Isn't that called what happened? Entrapment? Ain't that called entrapment? Mm-hmm. If you play along to see where it lead, ain't that called entrapment?
Yep.
So you played along in a text message log to see where it was lead, to see if he would send you a pic so you can go live about it and have something to talk about.
I was just trying to see what he looks like.
YouTube got to be more careful.
Is this it?
No.
No,
that's Lil Me. These people use other people's names so they can make themselves seem famous. No, this dude, when you see this dude, just look up Stone Paxton and King Meech or something like that. But that's who you be with, Stone Paxton. And now, like this right here, this situation, think about it. This is literally a play out of Paid in Full. But in Paid in Full, the uncle kidnapped the kid so the nephew can give up some drug money, you know, some snug money, you know. And now in this case, the baby mom, like she couldn't think of no. This is why I say that movie strange. A movie called Charles with Taraji P. Henson they put on Netflix. This is the outcome of that movie right here. People going through extreme measures under stress. You know what I mean? Because if you say like, what type of situation do you have to be in for an idea to pop in your head that you gonna stage a false napping of your own child? Oh, what can possibly go wrong? We know all the players involved.
Arrest?
That's what I'm saying. So like, what was it? What was it? Like the risk, the reward? Like what was the reward? Because the reward got to outweigh the risk. So was it the GoFundMe? Like, was it the fact that they were going to, you know, grift the GoFundMe and get a bunch of money? Like, was that the reward? Like, yo, you see people make an assload of money within a short amount of time. You know, if we just have them missing for like a week, we probably can get.
Well, they're just gonna like let him wander back home. Like, oh, he was just lost somewhere.
How was they going?
No, they couldn't because the car pulled up and took the kid.
They was better off like staging the event for the YouTube, but not getting the police and stuff involved. Mm-hmm. Once they got the authorities involved, now we looking at another situation like that girl who said she found a baby wandering the highway. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? Like, what's really going on? Something must be going on. Like, and when I say something must be going on, I mean like stress, or finances must got us in such a fucking headlock that we're willing to try anything to get out of it. Between the you know, the attacks that you see online, it's like people are attacking other people and then they're like, say something about me so I can have a lawsuit against you. That's a way to get money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like all these people are using different ways online to try to get currency because they see other people doing it. Yeah, I mean, to go as far as staging a kidnapping, that's a little far-fetched. Mm-hmm. But you see it happening. You see all these staged events. Look, you got Trump, you got the Trump pew pew, that seems staged. You got Kai Cenat blowing up his room, staged. You got all these people online creating staged scenarios, you know what I mean, and characters in order to get money. So that's why I say, like, when you look at this, so you gotta have a level of decency when you doing this stuff, because what they say, all money ain't good money. Mm-hmm. Now you're in a situation where you see, you know, all of this stuff going on, all of this stuff going down, and all of this stuff going on. Where's this toenail clip at?
Oh, boo. Where would they be now? Look here, honey. They're like
these things take skin.
These are they're meant to do cuticles and stuff too.
These things peel skin. Yeah, so this situation gets crazy. Not to mention, like, it's in Wisconsin, which makes it even more crazier because this is where that Lee line is at. So you got Chicago on that Lee line, Detroit on that Lee line, and ironically, look at the level of activity that's going on in these particular areas, right? So, and then you got Yellowstone, you know? So now you have a high level of activity going on a major Lee line. The reason why I say it's a major Lee line is because what's happening right now. You know? A lot of people ain't paying attention to it. But there's got to be a reason. You can't, there's no possible way you're disturbing whole communities with this shit. You got a situation with a mother, and then you got a situation with a child. They pulling on our heartstrings. Somebody's trying to keep us in some type of, you know, lower vibration of ourselves. You know? And then, like, you know, you making all these arrests, but it's all like, you know, it's still up for speculation. The family came out and they said, his uncle don't have nothing to do with it. You know, he was arrested on other charges. It had nothing to do with, you know, the situation or whatever. But that's usually how they work it. You know, they snatch everybody up during the time of investigation. That way you can't go nowhere. You can't flee the country. You can't, you know what I mean, skedaddle or whatever. So it will make sense to, you know, detain everybody that's involved. You know what I mean? The mom, she's being held without a bond right now for unrelated charges because she was already doing like some fraudulent schemes and stuff like that. So she was already looking for some shit, you know? And then, you know, for the dad to not have a job but be on Instagram with all that money and stuff like that, you know, that's a speculation within itself that they would have to look into. You know, where'd he get all that money from? You know, he taking pictures with the homies, showing all this money, you know, but your baby mom and your kid ain't living great. So what if it's one of those situations where the baby mom wasn't getting no money from him, and then her and her family came up with a plan? What if we're looking at one of those situations? You know, what if he owed a re-up man or something? You know, desperate times, desperate measures type thing. What if we looking at one of those situations? I can't imagine like doing something like this, you know, but obviously someone decided this was a great idea. And this goes back to what I say. The world is more crazier than what y'all think. People praise the unaliving process. They will go out getting they'll go out get insurance on their kid and everything. Next thing you know, they being all neglectful and shit, walking away from the kid at the park, all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Acting like they not watching the kid swim, all of that shit, because they already went and got insurance on the kid. You know what I'm saying? $100,000 insurance policy. Make 3-4 months of payments on it. Your phone ring. Make 3-4 months of payment on it. You know, and then after the 3-4 months of payment, you start acting like you can't. You don't see the shit. Like I ain't see him go over there in that deep end. I ain't see him playing with that alligator. You know what I'm saying? And when you start, once you know you got the insurance policy, you know what I'm saying, and the payout there, now when you start acting like you don't see him, you ain't holding the baby hand no more when y'all walking in grocery stores and shit. You done stop holding the baby's hand. You know what I mean? You letting the baby walk all the far ahead of you and shit. Letting him do his own thing. You know? That's why I say, that's why I be saying, like, pay attention. Pay attention. All you gotta do is pay attention. The world is a lot stranger than fiction. All you gotta do. All you gotta do is pay attention. That's all you gotta do. Is pay attention. That's it. If you pay attention to this world, you will see a lot more in it. I might have to reset.
Days got it to 7 or something like
that.
I said I'm bummed. It got up to like 7.
Nah, I thought I might have to, but you're doing all this. You might as well let them know what we're doing in the background. If you're gonna do all of that, they pick up on it. If the chat picking up on it, then best believe AI picking up on it because AI reading the chat. That's why the numbers will start dropping. That's why I had to stop playing that N-word song. I noticed that the numbers was dropping out when the song was playing, coming in when the song not playing, but dropping out when the song playing. And then the Athena situation is getting even more intense.
It's getting weird.
Somebody done came out with a damn drink.
Is that real?
Yes, they getting all types of backlash for this shit. Somebody that came out with an energy drink.
Like, I thought that there was some kind of protection against people who commit crimes like this, and that they can't make any money off of like the sales of whatever it was that they did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people just trying like all types of entrepreneur type shit. Like they see the support that this person getting, so they want to put this person's face on something and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody right now, if they put her face on a T-shirt and said slashing prices, it's gonna sell. You know what I mean? People outrageous right now. People don't know how to. Ain't nobody dealing with no situation with a sense of decorum. I mean, I understand people gonna laugh at whatever they gonna laugh at. You know what I mean? People gonna find this funny or that funny. You know, they're gonna find joke in a world like this where everything is like, you know, people gotta laugh to stop from crying type shit. Yeah, they got a GoFundMe account out right now. I've seen a couple of people with some GoFundMe account out, you know, regarding her legal fees and everything like that. Like, I refuse to do it because, you know, technically you can't do stuff like that, especially when she already asked for a court-appointed lawyer. You know what I mean? Now, you could probably try to dig in the labor pool and get her a lawyer out of the labor pool, you know, but she asked for a court-appointed lawyer. So technically, she got representation. It might be a public pretender, but they put out an energy drink. Hold on, I'm resetting. Quick, change that. Something is. And that's why I said, like, yo, you just got to pay attention to the world. The world is so crazy right now, so chaotic right now. You really just got to pay attention to it, and stay out of the fairway. You know, when I say stay out of the fairway, you know, stay out of that in between area. Either be hot or cold. You know, you either a follower of Christ or you're a follower of the Antichrist. If you're a follower of Christ, then you should be trying to shake sin off. You should be getting out of sin. You know, you shouldn't be repeating sin over and over and over again. You shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, so that's why I say you got to make sure. This one right here is Meech. Right here, Meech. And
time zone gives me conversation.
Was he on? Who was on a panel today? Who did they say was on? Christian Rock breaks down the JLS to report CPS on her. Yeah, so that's going to be a fun one. You know, they already putting out information regarding her son's medical record, saying that she knew this whole time that he was suffering from alcohol, fetal, you know, all of that stuff. Like, so a lot of stuff was coming out allegedly, supposedly around that Christian Rock thing. Crazy.
I love the baby things.
They got this shit. They got drama going on by the boatload. It's so much drama being sold right now. It is crazy. So much drama being sold right now. It is crazy. The youth is running the youth. The older people can't seem to get it together. Like, what the freak is going on? This shit is not making no sense. And like, could it be possible that she's going to get away with this? Because I want you to think about this. If she do suffer from mental health, if she got a mental history of going from place to place, you know, Virginia got crisis units. So if she's got a history of going from these different places, so on and so forth, then she might actually get away with this. I hate to say it, but she might actually.
It ain't happening.
Okay. Let's not say get away with it, right? But let's take a poll.
Okay.
I bet you it get dropped from man one. I bet you it go to like, you know, like M2 or something. I bet you.
Okay, wait. Tell me what M2 is. Like
Yeah.
the detail. I mean,
it means that you still, you know, caught a body, but the possibility of parole is still on the table.
They are more lenient with women from what I've read. But I'm telling you, I think that but I think that because she posted all that stuff, no matter what she does from this point forward, no one is going to believe that she did not have it.
She was setting up to take somebody out.
Yes.
She was setting up everything to take somebody out. Because if you look at in the house situation, she kept on saying like, you know, Wayne needs to be, you know, somebody needs to put him out of his misery. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I swear I don't. I swear on my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the reason why she was saying that. That was a lineup. She was lined up. You know how gangs and stuff be like, all right, if you want to be a part of this, who's to say like the Illuminati didn't contact her through like the Instagram and told her like, look, this is what we need you to do. And who's to say she didn't do like a ritual or some shit like that? And then her next phase was like to go out and take somebody out.
Listen,
if she gets off, she's a part of the Illuminati.
I will say that the fact that she knows Russian is a little freaking weird. The fact that
Wayne is missing.
We
know that
there's
Wayne might be gone.
The fact that we cannot literally find anything about this person.
The fact that she got
like
albums in Russia, like she's got her album cover is written in like Russia or like backwards or some shit.
No,
so
it's Russian.
Yes,
Russian.
but what I'm saying is like, okay, yeah, it's Russian. But listen to what I'm saying though. Like it can be different stuff. Like why is she appealing to a certain demographic? She's a Muslim. She's from the Nation of Islam.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, Marshall Mathers is her favorite, you know, what you call him. So that means like her family probably denounced her because she liked the YT men.
Maybe. Possibly.
Because this whole Russian, you know, language thing, it's not like she's speaking Arabic. You know?
Right.
She ain't speaking Portuguese or French. And it sounded like the way that dude sounded in the background when he said, "You said you never ignore me." Sound like some sugar mama, sugar daddy, sugar baby.
I think that he might have been one of her regular
John's.
Yeah, regular. Well, I think
a viewer, some type of subscriber or something.
I think she might have done like.
But see, somebody had to be managing her pages because they all disappeared too fast. And it's not like she don't under that naughty Nat, like under that naughty Nat, like why is naughty Nat wiped out? Right. Where naughty Nat go?
It could be her legal team making sure that she's like they.
But okay, so how did they get access to that?
She probably.
How did they get into the accounts to ban all the accounts? How is all her? She got a link tree. Who put the link tree together? Who linked all her accounts? She's verified on Instagram. Verified. And that Streamer University, that's like the first thing they tell you to do is like get verified on Instagram, so on and so forth. So that means all her accounts have to be linked together for her to have that level of verification. That means she has a digital footprint.
now since I can't remember, like 22 or something.
She
like
recently changed her name to that Phoenix shit.
Right.
Before that, she was Naughty Nat,
But
and Naughty Nat is the name of a corn. Like
right.
that's like a stage name or something.
Yeah. But there aren't any photos on Instagram before like something of I think the earliest one was her senior year. She did some kind of a talent show thing her senior year.
I mean, yeah, she did the talent show 2016, right? 2016. She's 26. She did the talent show in 2016. That means that was 10 years ago.
Right.
9 years ago. She probably was like a junior.
Right. And then there's a gap because there's nothing until like 22.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, so the gap, and then you have Naughty Nat, right? And then on June 19th, this is when she like reinvigorated herself. This is when the Phoenix come out because she was reborn. She said she didn't want to look at that stuff in the person that she was, which was Naughty Nat, right? She wanted to come back and look at it when she was better. Rising Phoenix was the better version. But remember, if this person is into like Marvel or any of that Comic-Con stuff, then Phoenix is the name of Jean Grey's alter ego, and she was here to destroy shit.
Right. And she has a thing about fire. She said something about in her song, she said something about knowing I can't remember exactly how she put it. The B word. No, and that she had a felony.
Somebody said I need a timeline of this chick's life because it's so confusing between her changing her name from McCoy or her dad getting her name changed. Taylor is her dad's name. He's with the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam train, like they do elite training type shit. So I don't know. Like this person saying that she bullied her dad being the Nation of Islam. Nah, I'm pretty sure he taught you how to protect yourself. And allegedly she had a pew on her, according to the documents. So she wanted that motherfucking confrontation.
Right.
Because like and you know why I say like some stage actors, a lot of this shit be staged. Like I listened to the daughter cry about her mom, and you know what the daughter kept repeating? Now I can't live my life. Now I got to give my life up to take care of my siblings. Now I can't, now I can't do the stuff I wanted to do. That's what the daughter was saying. I was like, what the fuck?
That's a little fucked up. I mean, she's probably young, but
yeah, but some of that stuff holds truth. Because now what that's going to do is that's going to make her have resentment. That's going to make her, look at her. She's not going to be able to, have glorified moments with her siblings because it's going to be like, because of y'all, I had to give my life up to take care of y'all.
She probably
same pressure the mom was doing. Yeah, but now she definitely can't. Like, think about it. When the mom was here, she could say, I can't wait till I turn 18. I'm getting on the first ticket and I'm out of here, going to live my life, going to do this. She probably had so many dreams of seeing shit, doing shit, right? But now all of that shit pulled from up under, loop, swoop, and pull. Mm-hmm. So now everything that she do, she's not doing for her siblings out the kindness of her heart. She's doing it because it's an obligation now. That shit's gonna get tiresome. Waking them up, doing this, you put me as a mother before, you know what I mean? That shit's going, so that can build. It's like when our parents said to us, like, I gave my whole life up after I had you, you know what I mean? I had to work this dead-end job, you know what I'm saying? I had, you know how much stuff I lost when I had you? Like, imagine that type of pressure, but coming from a sibling, though. But that's why I say, That shit right there was a trickle effect. And then you also got the situation taking place with the Jamal. Like, come on, man. Come on. What type of family out there pulling the paid in full? Who the fuck signed them up for that? What play? Who pulled that script out? They couldn't think of nothing. Them motherfuckers could have said, my son said Michael Myers in the mirror fucking 5 times and disappeared for a whole week.
Right.
And they could have got more money off of GoFundMe like that than trying to stage a whole napping. Go use the bathroom. Go use the bathroom.
I don't have to.
I would have said Michael Myers, or I would have said motherfucker something. Why would you say that? You know what I'm saying? They could have faked like the little nigga had cancer and then miraculously recovered.
Yeah, that's done a lot.
Yeah, thanks to all you prayers. They could have wrapped his head up in bed sheets, took a fake photo of a hospital room, had the sounds of a beeping monitor behind them, went live and said, please help us. And did that shit for a week. They over there in Afghanistan and shit doing that shit, putting their kids on the camera and sitting there, and the kids just sitting there with their motherfucking hands out for 12 hours and shit. And that's the whole family job. It's like that one chick that's on TikTok that called herself Fine Shit. She said she the queen of Houston, Texas, but she in Nigeria somewhere, right? And she be telling all the Black American women, get a job, you a bum. But she be saying, send me Galaxy, send me Galaxy. And then she tell all of them they a bum. And then they say, well, you on here with us, you know, begging for money. She say, no, I don't. I got a job. They say, what's your job? She say, I'm a professional grifter. Right? That's how she say it. Like, I am a professional grifter. Right? And she say, and they say, yeah, begging. Just like I thought, right? And she say, no, professional grifter. And then she'll say, send me Galaxy or get a job. And guess what? Caking. Bought herself a Benz, got a nice ass fucking house, build a Twitch account within 1 week. Every time I go on her live, she's got 2,000 to 4,000 people in there. What? And all she doing is letting Americans sit on her panel, talk shit about her. Talk shit about her big lips, talk shit about her teeth. That's all they keep on doing is paying to talk shit about her. And she getting money for everybody in the box and everybody paying. And that's not even including what she doing on Twitch. I ain't even go look at what she was doing on Twitch because somebody said it was nasty. Ew. So I said, yep, professional. Listen, it is official. The hair lot has inherited the earth. 304s, OnlyFans, foot fetishes. That's who's winning right now. If you got feet pics, sell them. That's what's going to win right now. If you got like that weird ass kinky shit, these motherfuckers is sweating in their underwear selling this shit. These motherfuckers is running on a treadmill selling this shit, and they buying it. Buying old stinking underwear. They say the raunchier the better. These motherfuckers is buying it up. It's sick out here. The black market is the only thing winning right now. I know I'm not in the right dimension.
I'm gonna stay over here in my little corner.
I know I'm not in the right dimension. I know this ain't dimension. I know this ain't the dimension I'm supposed to be in. I know it ain't. You can't tell me it is. There's no possible way it is. I thought I was about to come down here, you know, embrace a bunch of enlightened beings, right? I thought I was about to come down here and embrace a bunch of people ready and thirsty, thriving for knowledge. Nope. These motherfuckers want lust, greed, and fornication.
Challenge.
Not in that order. Yeah. Anything that you say is not true, and everything they say they got to go through. When you tell them something like, look, son, I've been where you going. I've been down that path before. It's not a path you want to take. Yeah, I got to live this like myself. I got to experience it. Okay. Then the next thing you know, when they life down the drain, what they do, they blame you. you should have tried harder with me. What the fuck do you mean? You trying to blow up the house and some more shit? How much harder did you want me to try? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit that they doing. Like they'll like think about it. Like a kid that let they eat their self. You know what I'm saying? They'll eat, right? And then when they turn out like big and shit like that, they'll say, "Well, my parents just kept putting food in front of me." No, little motherfucker, you kept saying you was hungry. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference when your parents just keep putting food in front of you and you keep talking about something. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You know what I mean? So, however we looking at this, people ain't taking accountability.
That is
A lot of people are blaming stuff on their childhood, and because they was a child, they you know what I mean? They're trying to like say it's because of that they have this adult life that they're living. You know, it's because of my fucked up childhood that I'm not capable of, you know, dealing with finances. It's because of my childhood that I don't know this and I don't know that. No, when you was a kid, you was lazy as fuck. You justified that to get out of everything, and now you're an adult that's lazy as fuck, and you're justifying that so that way you can, you know, people can pity you for everything. We was rebellious when we was kids. I didn't want to learn when I was a kid. I didn't want to, but I needed to because shit was happening in this world and shit was happening fast. I knew just by being in the household that I was in, I knew I was going to have to learn some shit. I told myself, if my household is like this, then what the fuck is society like? If we had, you know, boys versus girls in the house, you know what I mean? And they were really fighting each other. Like when I seen my brothers and them like really fighting each other, I'm like, I had to ask them. I'm asking them like, how do y'all be punching each other so hard? It's like, what do you mean? I'm like in your mind when you're swinging at the person that you're swinging at, isn't there like a mechanism in your mind saying like this is family? Yeah. Like, isn't there something in your mind stopping you from giving that full anger? This is what I was asking them at like 7 and 6 years old. I'm asking them like, how do y'all, you know, just well off on each other? So you know what I mean? Yeah. And they like, oh man, like shit, I don't know, I'll just be mad. Makes sense. But you know what I'm saying, that's still a family member. Like at the end of the day, if we break each other, you know, send each other to the hospital, that's still an injury that you caused on a family member. You know what I mean? A sibling, you know what I mean? And these motherfuckers wanted to set up like girl fights versus boy fights. I couldn't understand it. I'm like, can't we just play tag like we usually do? You know what I mean? Like, why y'all want to up the ante on everything? You know what I mean? Like every fucking thing we did, it was always a ante up. Like for instance, I'm gonna tell you what I mean. One time we made a bunch of tents, right? And we made these tents, and these tents was wonderful. It was 3 tents in the basement. Everybody made a tent. Every group had their own little tent, right? Cool. They got bored. They wanted to get all the Christmas lights and put the Christmas lights on the tent. Ante up. You know what I'm saying? So now we go get the Christmas lights, put all the Christmas lights on the tent, right? Guess what? They got bored. Now they want to implement a shoe fight with the tent event. But wait, there's more. Since the lights is on the tents, let's do it in the dark. So now we having a Fortnite tent shoe event in the dark with Christmas lights and shit strung from the tents and shit. And we done collect every fucking shoe in the house, from high heels to sandals.
Who's eyeball?
Who's
the eyeball?
Nobody. Just a couple of heads that got in the way. And like, and they don't stop. Like none of these events stop in the house until somebody get hurt. Nothing stops in the house until somebody gets hurt. Like when they decided to ride the crate down the back steps, just keep riding the crate down the back steps until somebody threatened to tell, and then you let that person get a turn, and then you injure that person on purpose. Or when we got bored and got tired of playing this hiding game, everybody decided, we'll wrap ourselves up in a bunch of blankets and see who can fall down the steps the best.
Oh. It's babysit kids.
It was
like
dumb shit. Like when I say it was dumb
like
shit, it was dumb shit. It was dumb shit. Right? Like when I say like wrap yourself up in a blanket, like find the thickest blankets in the house, wrap yourself up in the blanket and just throw yourself down the steps. I don't know where they was coming up with this shit from. Like my brother and my older sister had the weirdest fucking mindsets, like the weirdest chain of events. Like when I say like just weird shit, like even the whole like fighting in the living room, boys versus girls, one at a time. Dumb as hell. Why can't we just play patty cake? You know what I'm saying? Fucking old mother may I or you know what I'm saying? Fucking duck goose or something like normal kids. Why the fuck y'all want to do roundhouse karate chop kicks and drop kicks in the living room? And then if it wasn't that, then they was coming up with fucking brain teasers like, oh, they knew you was hungry and shit, right? They knew you was hungry. So they'll say, you want a chance to win some leftovers? Like leftovers would be like the burnt pot of rice and the fit, like what was ever left in the bottom of the, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like a burnt pot of rice. They'll be like, we're gonna all play football in a room and the winner get the burnt pot of rice. Why the fuck you putting that on the line? Like, you know how hard motherfuckers gonna play when you put like food on the line? Like you putting like their hunger on the line. You know what I mean? I would count me out. Like I was like, fuck that, count me out. I don't want it. I'm good. I'm gonna go drink some water and go to sleep. Wait till life figure itself out. Because they wasn't playing like, come on, we in the room. Y'all all bigger than me already. I was a little runt. I was small as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was fast, but we in the room. Come on. No, these motherfuckers jumping off walls, hitting me and shit, clotheslining me and shit. He keep on sending me out to get this fucking ball, this sock, because you take a sock and you put so many socks together, you can shape it into a football. So I'm just running around the room hoping that you throw this football to me, this sock football, right? Hoping I catch it. And you know what I'm saying? My starvation is on the line. You get what I'm saying? And I got an older brother that's hitting you before you even get the ball because he hungrier than you. Oh, I lost. I automatically lost. I'm just a fill-in. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a motherfucking fill-in. I know I ain't got no chance of winning this race. Yeah. My best bet is to appease to the winner. Yeah, I'll let you win if you let me get a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's my best bet. Talk my way into a victory. Yeah. Because I'm not winning. Right? So now I'm just getting abused all around in this house. You get what I'm saying? I'm getting set up by the girls because, you know, my brother will send me in the girls' room and my sister got the motherfucker booby trap with 2x4s with nails in it at the doors and shit. So when you push the door open, the 2x4 hits you in the back of the motherfucking head. Oh. Right? So everything booby trapped in this motherfucking house. Right? Not only that, my mom tricking the fuck out of the government because she putting empty boxes on top of the fucking refrigerator so they can think it's food in the house. So now you don't even know it's food in the house. That's what got me opening up refrigerators and shit, hoping that something appear there the next time I open it. You ever notice me doing that where I just open up the refrigerator and then I'll walk and I'll come back and open up the refrigerator like I ain't just see what the fuck was in there? But that's because my mind is broken. right? There was so much pretense going on in the house. You had to go make sure you were seeing what the fuck you thought you were seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you see all these boxes of cereal on the refrigerator, but all of them empty. It's just decorations type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit was just, I didn't know. You know what I mean? And then I caught myself being slick one time. This is what made me stop stealing. You don't know a revelation until you go through some shit, right? I thought I was slick as fuck, right? Now, mind you, I'm 6 years old, but I'm thinking I'm slick as fuck, right? I went to sleep early. I waited for everybody else to go to sleep. I woke up while everybody else was asleep. I snuck to the kitchen. I got the motherfucking peanut butter. I opened the peanut butter. I went back to the room. I ate the peanut butter. Why I almost died?
What?
I almost choked on fucking peanut butter, and I stole it. When I'm talking about, I'm sitting there, tears running down my eyes, thinking like I'm about to die with stolen peanut butter. like stole peanut butter. You can't wake nobody up because you the thief.
Right.
Now I'm sitting in my bed with stolen peanut butter, tears running down my face because I should have got some milk. I definitely should have got something to drink with this. There's no possible. I didn't think this through. I definitely did not think this shit through. I'm like, I'm choking on this fucking peanut butter. Luckily, your body got defense systems, and my mouth made enough saliva to swallow this fucking peanut butter. Because I was trying to eat this shit fast. So I got a mouthful of peanut butter trying to swallow this shit at one time. This shit was not going down. I'm talking about this shit is stuck. I'm talking about fucking stuck. You hear me? I'm sitting there like I could feel this shit.
Yeah.
Right? I can't go upstairs and get nothing to drink. I'm gonna make too much noise, right? So man, so now after I, swallow the peanut butter and I, put the rest back in the jar, but whatever was left back on that spoon went back in the jar. But now the second part of it, which is sneak back upstairs and put the peanut butter back. But now I'm kind of like salty that I stole the wrong object and almost died. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm kind of like in between like one of those hard plays. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like I almost died. You know what I'm saying? Stealing peanut butter and shit. How I'm going to explain that? And I can't tell nobody because I was stealing. You know what I'm saying? So this is like one of those stories that you just stuck with by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't share it with nobody because they might tell that you was stealing peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm stuck with this story of how I just died in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Because inside, I was gone. Yeah. It was one of those moments. I cried and everything. Like you know what I'm saying? You know how you say, Bob? I'm sitting there talking. You know what I'm saying? I love this world. My mom. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in one of those. You know what I mean? And I was gone. You know what I mean? And luckily, through the grace of whatever, this peanut butter did what it. You know what I mean? But I was gone because I was struggling. When I say struggling, you don't know in a dark struggle with peanut butter.
No, I know.
Ain't nothing to grab onto.
No.
Nothing. I ain't had no milk. I ain't had no bread. I had nothing. I ain't had no butter for a choking slide. I almost died. So, needless to say, kids play a lot of games. All right. And that taught me not to steal anymore.
Yeah.
That taught me not to steal. At least have somebody with you just in case. You know what I mean? Just in case. That's why I don't go in the woods by myself. You know what I mean? If something happened to me by myself in the woods, who gonna go get me help? So in my house, you had to think a lot of shit through. And that's not even including the setups. You know what I mean? And the accidental shit. One time the TV fell on my lap. We playing Super Nintendo. The TV just falls on my lap. Well, it didn't fall on my lap. It kind of fell on my sister Angie's lap. I kind of seen it coming down off of the dresser. I try to tell everybody, but they didn't move fast enough. They still was, you know what I'm saying, looking at the screen. But I don't see how they didn't see it if the screen is getting closer and closer to you as you sit. if the fucking I don't. That's why I keep on saying, like, I don't think people be paying attention because the whole dresser is falling forward. So you playing Super Mario, but Super Mario getting mighty motherfucking close to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we ain't had no 3D glasses back then. You know what I mean? Like the whole dresser just kind of like fell forward and shit. And the TV, like, luckily, like the couch was far enough from it. Like, so whereas like when it hit, it like it was just a TV that hit on the lap. So I don't know what it is. Like I always observe shit, you know what I mean? But my family was fucked up. And if you wanted to make it out this house, you had to be a thinker. It wasn't like, okay, they were carnal minded and they were putting each other in all types of danger. You know what I mean? But I wasn't. I was thinking about shit. I'm like, why would we do that? You know what I mean? So they would trick me more because they felt like, okay, imagine a kid in the house that's right majority of the time. Mm-hmm. To one up that kid was like a victory to them. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know that I was the smartest kid in the house. You get what I'm saying? I thought they were smart until certain things started happening and I realized these motherfuckers is dumb. Right? Now, three major things happened.
Yeah. That
made me realize these motherfuckers is dumb. All right. One, my mom told me to go play with the boys in the room, but they was in the room blowing air in each other's ass to make each other's fart. That's dumb as fuck, right? That's dumb.
Yeah.
And then two, why are you stealing tasty cakes from a company that give out the tasty cakes if they sitting on the back? You throwing me in the dumpster to get tasty cakes when all we had to do was go to the loading dock and get free tasty cakes. I don't think I ever told them that I actually went back and got free tasty cakes either. But, and then the other one is, if DaWise come in the house and ask y'all if y'all ate, you supposed to say yeah. Mm-hmm. Why these motherfuckers end up, they come in the house, they say, did y'all eat dinner yesterday? It's like, yeah, no. Did y'all eat breakfast the day before yesterday? Yeah. No. What the fuck? In my mind, I'm thinking like, y'all motherfuckers is dumb. You think by telling these motherfuckers strangers that you didn't eat, they about to buy y'all some hoagies or something and we still about to sit here in this room? No, you tell these motherfuckers that y'all didn't eat, we all about to be split up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Man, listen. I don't know why the same people who said no start crying first. As soon as they say, all right, well, we're gonna separate y'all, so on. No.
It's crazy that they didn't just give you guys food.
I mean, the lights wasn't on.
Oh.
Yeah, they came. It was dark. It was pitch black in the house when they came. Shit. We were all in my mom's room, crowding around the one TV that we was using. You know what I mean? They came in there with flashlights. It was nighttime. I think the boyfriend or the dude that she was messing with called them because she put him out. So he went and called, town services or whatever, yeah, if they could have kept us in the house, but we didn't have no electric, you know what I'm saying? My brother was switching the box out every time they would leave, so yeah, we were doing a lot of shit. We actually ran a extension cord from Miss Connie's house because my uncle was messing with the next door neighbor. So we just ran like a extension cord from Miss Connie's house until Miss Connie made fun of my sister getting jumped. And then my mom had to beat up Miss Connie. And then, yeah.
Dang.
So basically we couldn't use Miss Connie Electric anymore. It was all right. Shit happens, Shit happens. Life be lifing. That's why I say, like, you can't let your previous traumas get to you. You know what I mean? I remember one time my dad was whooping my brother's ass and hit me with the stencher cord and told me like I probably did something that deserved it type shit. Like he hit me with the stencher cord. I'm thinking, oh, I'm about to get an apology. You know? He like, you probably did something to deserve it. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Man. But I got a lot of victories inside my head, though. I clothesline, drop kick, body slam. I beat the shit out of all them siblings in my head. Yeah. My sister, she was the funniest, though, because she would do shit like she would say, like, she would set you up. She would say shit like, oh, like, say we both got a bag of chips, right? She'll say, like, if you share your chips with me, I'll share my chips with you when I open them, right? And you thinking like, all right, that's cool, that'll work because then I get to taste 2 different flavors of chips. So you share your chips, right? Hours go by, however, like you know what I'm saying? You know you checking on them chips. Like, did you open them chips yet? Did you know what I'm saying? Like, no, not yet. Like, damn, what's going on? Like, did you open them chips yet? No, not yet. Stop asking me. Stop asking me when I'm gonna open my chips, God. Right? So you like, okay. But now you getting frustrated because you like, damn, when I'm gonna get my half of chips? Like, I think you're trying to get out on me, you know what I mean? And then that's when they'll start an argument with you and try to be like, now you ain't getting none. Now you ain't getting none. Like after you do something to them or say something to them or say something about them, then it's like, oh, I was gonna give you something, but now you ain't getting none. Like that's the shit that I used to get hit with. I used to get set up like that, to where as though it was like, give me your snack and I'm gonna give you some of mine later, and then they'll cause an argument with you before that later came, so they ain't gotta give you that. And they really go eat it by themselves too, and then boldly tell you like, I ate it. I told you wasn't getting that because you pissed me off. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I got you. But I ain't never try to go tit for tat because all of them would get like what they deserve, like without me doing nothing. They would get what they deserve. Like one time, my brother fell out the window. Hey, life be lifing, right? I never told him to try to play the anything you could do, I could do better game. You know, I hung out the window. He tried to hang out the window. You know, he wanted to one up me. So I hung out the window and climbed back in. He wanted to hang out the window and climb back in, but he wanted to add a stipulation to it. He wanted me to turn off the light. So I turned off the light. All I hear is, the fuck? So I turn back on the light. I go to the window. He gone. Oh, I'm thinking it's a magic trick. Shit, I go turn the light back off. Like maybe if I turn the light off, the motherfucker gonna pop out the closet or something. Nope. It was laid in the alleyway somewhere. It was only 2 stories. Yeah, you can make it out of a 2-story if you hanging. I mean, he made it. Fine. Couple lumps. I'm gonna tell my mom I pushed him. Everybody still thought that. My uncle went to the grave thinking that I pushed him out the window. But he did drop that thumbtack down my throat. So he probably, he probably thought that I was going to get him back. So he probably was like, and what's crazy is like, he was trying to take me out. Yeah. He was on some like Stewie type shit. He was trying to take me out. Yeah. When he dropped that thumbtack down my throat, he boldly told me it was a thumbtack. Like when I gasped and he dropped that shit, I was like, what was that? He was like, a thumbtack. That means he you know what I'm saying? Because he had to know that I was going to go. He had to know that I was going to do that. Because when he told me to look at the glow-in-the-dark Santa Claus on the ceiling, he had to know that I was going to gasp in order to drop the thumbtack down my throat. That's what made me start thinking like, oh, this motherfucker is studying my motions and studying my movement. He is trying to learn me so he could take me out. That was in the household. So I was prepared for the outside world. You know what I mean? If that's the shit that's taking place in the household, Society don't stand a chance. I'm going to smooth slide through this shit. And that's what's been happening. Empty. That's what's been happening. I've been gliding through life, trying to be smart, not running into the bullshit. Because the bullshit will run into you. Do you got one? I don't know if I got. Oh, that's the pack that was sitting there with me. That's why I say y'all better pay attention to this life that y'all living. For real. I had a mom that was buying gifts and stealing them from us. You know what the fuck was going on in the house. That's what made me stop liking materialistic shit. Well, no, I ain't gonna lie. When they fucked up my Teddy Ruxpin, that's what did it for me. When they destroyed my Teddy Ruxpin, that's what did it. Like I was cool with all the other shit, but they didn't like the happiness that I was getting from Teddy Ruxpin. Because I didn't have to go ask them for nothing. I didn't have to go play with the boys or play with the girls after Teddy Ruxpin came. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Ruxpin, you put a tape in that motherfucker's chest, he'll read a whole book to you. I was falling asleep listening to Teddy. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Ruxpin was it. He was all I needed. You know what I'm saying? His mouth moved, everything. You take the tape, put that motherfucker in the middle, he gonna read you Cinderella and the Three Bears. All of it. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Ruxpin was it. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was better than a good guy doll, you know? And these motherfuckers stole and broke and messed up my Teddy Ruxpin because I was happy and they was miserable. And I cried. I cried over that Teddy Ruxpin. Because back then you didn't have too many Teddy, you know, you didn't have any, you didn't have too many. You had Teddy Ruxpin and you had the Pennington Bear. Those are the two teddy bears that people had. The Pennington Bear, the one bear that got the plaid and the he wore like plaid, like a plaid shirt with a jumper or something like that. The Pennington Bear. They made like 2 movies about it when we was grown. And then like outside of that, you had like Raggedy Ann dolls and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They had like Raggedy Ann dolls, Andy Ann and Annie. Like back in the Teddy Ruxpin, you was it. You know what I mean? You had a Teddy Ruxpin. You was it. Little buggers fucked up my Teddy Ruxpin. But they wasn't just fucking up my shit. They was fucking up each other's shit too. Like everything in the house would get broke because they was more destructive than anything. Like even when they went to my grandma's house, like my grandma had to beat their ass with hammers.
What?
She might have had a little bit of anger with inside of her, but you know, she was taking on all her kids. Like she had a lot of the, yeah, like you know what I'm saying. She had all of the grandkids at the house. Like my grandma had about 9 to 11 kids in her house. All like 3 of my mom's, you know, 3 of this person's, 2 of that person's. Yeah, like that. I mean, she was slaving them and using them. They didn't have no childhood, so when they was able to get out, they were trying to do the most, you know, still fight, all of that extra shit because they wasn't getting out as much. So when they did get out, it was excessive. You know what I mean? Like, and you could tell too. Like whenever I whenever I would go over there, like when I would come in from like foster care or something like that, I would go over there. I would be like, you know, we're gonna go to the park or something, like walk to the store, go to the park. Like soon as they get off the porch, they jumping up and down, like oh, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, calm down. Matter of fact, y'all all can't even go in the store at the same time. Cause when they go in the store, they start stealing and shit. And you buying them stuff and they still stealing. That mean they walking out with the shit they stole and whatever you bought them. Like that's why you couldn't send none of them to the store. She couldn't send none of. She only could send certain ones to the store because all of them were stealing, and they was putting in orders to steal. Like whatever one of us go to the store next, get me some this, give me some that. Yeah, they would come back and bust that shit down. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Shit was different back then, though. In the 90s, you can actually get away with some shit. Now, I was smooth when I stole. I was smooth because what I would do is like I would grab two of the same item. I grab two of the same item, walk around the store, and then I act like I'm putting the item back. So it looked like I grabbed one item, but I really grabbed two. So if you look at the cameras or anything, it looked like I grabbed the item and then put it back. Then I told my brother that shit, and then he did that shit excessively. Like, I'm talking about he wanted this motherfucker with a big ass winter coat in the springtime. And he had like holes in the pocket of the coat. And he tried to fill the lining of the coat up with shit. And got caught. And you know the bad thing is, it was my coat.
You put holes in your coat.
Yeah. To steal. To try to steal. Yep. Life. Camden, New Jersey, man, that should have teach you a lot. Besides Jaguar Wright stealing my bike, you learn a lot more stuff, you know? Yeah, that's why I remember Jaguar Wright stealing my bike. If I could remember stealing peanut butter at 6 years old, I could remember Jaguar Wright stealing my bike at 10 years old. She already admitted that she stole my bike, and that's why she knows she stole my bike. Because she was a young crackhead. She was a fiend back then. She was a fiend even then. Yeah. She stole my motherfucking bike. Camden, New Jersey, Pollock Town. I never forget that shit. That motherfucker was a nice bike, man. That was right around the time they was putting the lights on the front of the, you know, the front of the bike and shit. You could press the button for the light to light up in the front of the bike. I didn't have that one at that time. I didn't get that one until I was about, 11. But when I did have the BMX Huffy, that was a good bike. That was before like you can do the handlebars, like spin the handlebars and stuff like that. That was before that. That was before like the red lines. The red line came out and just took over. Red line was like the trick bike of all trick bikes. You know what I mean? A motherfucker get a red line, they try to start doing that was a trick bike, but the brakes would roll back. Like it didn't like at that time you can either like, damn, who pushed me? Who gave me a violation? Damn, there's only 7 of y'all in here. Fuckers.
I've been driving around with a broken AC. Okay, so they are saying that the mom and the dad.
My parents.
Muscle Milk Pro.
What was the thing for?
Soda cans in the tire. What?
What did they say?
I didn't even look at it. I just pressed OK and started it over. I don't be paying attention to that shit no more like that because I know that somebody been hating on my page. Well, actually, I'm gonna take this backdrop off because that person already, they might be thinking that I'm trying to sell this motherfucking drink product, thinking that I'm supporting this bullshit. I don't support anything that's like, yo, listen, I want y'all to think about this though, because look at what's taking place with this whole Jamil White thing, right? This mom, this dad, this family, somebody dropped the ball on this one. Because whatever this setup was, and I'm pretty sure if I look into it, I probably can find PPP loans. These PPP loans got motherfuckers trying to get back any way possible. Whatever's going on out here in this, algorithm or whatever, what got people doing all of this weird shit for funds and trying to get back and all of that shit, like whatever's going on that got people doing that shit, 7, get up and eat. You laying there like you ready to sleep 24 hours straight. Golden, cut it the hell out. What the hell is you talking about? They probably think you're spamming. Nobody think you doing no fucking spamming. You trying to let yourself be known that you over on TikTok. We know your ass is over on TikTok. We know you on both pages going back and forth, and ain't nobody worried about you motherfucking sending no messages. They probably think you spamming. They don't think you spamming unless you spamming. That don't make no sense. And this case just keep getting weirder and weirder. This Afina case. Now I'm starting to think that maybe she's a plant. Maybe she's a plant. Just maybe she's a plant. Somebody's waging war with us. I think this is like a sleeper cell or some shit. I'm just being honest. It's prison for her. She's not going to prison.
That was the other thing I was going to
Man, she's about to get that Martha Stewart treatment. Is this a federal case?
No. I mean,
it has to be if it's multiple states connected, right? She might be a serial unaliver. Where's Wayne at? She might got some other bodies, to be honest. She might have some other bodies. I don't know. This is getting more skeptical by the day. We got to see what happens on the 23rd and the 30th. Where the fuck is Wayne at? Wayne missing. Her Facebook accounts have been wiped. All of her, music has been taken off of mainstream, like different. And she had a lot. You could find it on the Amazon and stuff like that. Now you can't find none of it no more. So somebody cleaned the system of her. And if this ain't something behind a bigger group, how the fuck did they wipe her shit so quick?
Is there,
unless she has a manager?
Well, is there ever I mean, would it ever be something that the court would take upon themselves to shut all that down so that it doesn't create?
Yeah, but they would have started with her Instagram first. And her Instagram is still running. So how is her Instagram still running, gaining people, which is now at like 22? What's the Instagram at? 30K now? Instagram numbers still going up. So yeah, 22. She's at 22.5 right now. She was at 2,000 when we first looked at her page. So she gained 20,000 followers. And the Instagram page is still up. So how did they get rid of everything else? And where's that movie that she played in? She played some type of backyard movie. That's why she had them costumes when she dressed up as Lava Girl. She said, like, in the whatchamacallit, she said that was a role for a movie. She put her on the picture where she has her regular look. She said that other stuff was just a role for a movie. Where's that movie at? And who the fuck told her? What management got in touch with her? Somebody's in touch with her. Where's this sister at? The twin sister. She used to stay with her before she went back to stay with the dad in DC. So where's that sister at?
Mm-hmm.
Why is nobody coming forth to say anything? It was like, is this like, that's what I'm saying. Like when you got sleeper cells and shit like this, you know how they say, like, if you get caught, you're on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because she had to get her phone calls already. She had to call somebody to let them know that she's, you know what I'm saying, incarcerated. One person. You had to call somebody, get a number out the phone to call somebody, even if it's a friend, you know, somebody. So this could be one of them situations where she was just put here to be disruptive and cause chaos. What happened to all those secret immigrants that came in that was just sitting around like during the time? Like, what did they forget that in 2002 they said that, you know, that the government was watching and analyzing over what they say 200K people online accounts because of the conversation about conspiracy and all of that stuff. So they was watching people accounts. That's when the whole TikTok thing first started, and the government said that, you know, because so many Americans was on TikTok, they were saying that their, you know, minds was being put to, you know, constantly like be shown stuff that makes them go against their higher ups in a way, whatever they say. That's crazy. That's crazy. All of it's crazy work. Hey, appreciate the CA. Somebody sent it. Who sent it? I ain't gonna say no names. Let me see. What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell he on? Okay. I see you. I ain't gonna say no names though. I ain't gonna say no names because then people gonna start sending you messages and stuff like that. I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say no names. Just know I see you. This called free thinker. That's called free thinking. What's called free thinking? Would you like to talk about it? You can come up in the box. Yeah, I don't think you know, free meditating or unaliving is free thinking. I think that is fucking just the way all of this stuff played out, laid out, and you know what I mean? It's just all crazy, ain't it?
There's so many crazy things. I just read an article that said that the cat, after all the other animals, the cattle are now leaving Yellowstone.
The cattle is leaving Yellowstone?
Yeah.
How? How is the cattle? Did they quit? I'm serious. Animals are walking off of jobs now?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, something about to happen in Yellowstone quick. Like something about to happen soon. Like the cattle.
Bears. Huge thing of lions or other lions.
Mountain lions, yeah.
Oh, the bison. I don't know. Sometimes I
New
think
blue water springs found in Yellowstone after mildly explosive activity. 13 feet. The hidden gateway to Yellowstone is an undercrowded, pristine mountain forest with the wild mountains. Another hole has formed at Yellowstone National Park. The graphics Yellowstone tourist slam. Yeah, so they're seeing a lot of weird activity going on in Yellowstone right now. Scary, crazy, because this goes back to biblical days. This goes back to the biblical text and what they said was in the biblical text. So, yeah, all the animals seem to be trying to relocate to, Yellowstone is in Wyoming. All the animals are going up to Utah. So now the cattle is leaving the park. My. Things just keep getting stranger. And it ain't gonna calm down until we do it. You know? It's not gonna calm down until we do it. We gotta calm it down. We gotta, you know, we gotta be at peace with one another. We gotta talk to each other better. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? As long as we allow it to keep going the way it's going to keep on being chaotic. It's going to keep on looking crazy. It's just going to keep on being what it is. It ain't going to stop. And that's why I say, like, look at where the lead lines, look at where the lead lines is happening at. Look at where all the lead lines, look where Wisconsin, they got that activity with that kid. You got right here, and like the next thing you know is gonna be activity in Chicago, right? Like this is really about to like this about to take off. It's really about to take off. I'm telling you now. What is the name of this? I gotta check this out. Is this a real movie? Is this on Netflix? It's like a movie where a guy like hit a unicorn. What? Yeah. Yeah, but this unicorn, like, I don't know what the hell he did, but this motherfucker is chasing them and trying to take them out. Like, stepping on faces and shit. Yeah, this unicorn turned something different. This unicorn turned into a so everybody putting together little boxing matches, Zeus Network, everybody like shit. All we gotta do is do it on YouTube. Yo, why they be saying the internet be saying anything?
25-year-old music mogul had been awaiting trial on serious charges: human trafficking, sexual abuse.
The internet to say anything. Oh, like I said, Diddy got into a fight with an inmate and passed away amongst waiting for sentencing. Shut up. Nah, these people will say anything. I'm telling y'all, when they look into that case, that hit the mom going down, the dad probably gonna go down. It's going down. It's going down. That's it. Everybody's not gonna make it. That's just, you got people out here, doing weird, fraudulent shit like that. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, what they doing is they showing you that, this world is one big stage. They showing you the world is one big stage. That's it. The world is truly one big stage, promise you. Because think about it like this. And then even in this situation right here, like coming off of the Diddy situation, coming off of the Diddy situation, and then you have this as the follow-up situation, right? This says a lot right here, And then like not to take in, like, then you have to take in like that whole area, right? They already said in that area, there was already a lot of negative shit already in that area. You know what I mean? So you looking at, a bunch of negativity, even around the mom. Once certain things come out, like, think about it. If this person is the Nation of Islam, that's probably why they put the bail at 25 million. For real. That's why. So nobody able to get this person out. I don't know who the dad is, but we might have to look up old Taylor. We might have to find out who Taylor Muhammad is. Because if this got the nation behind it, this shit crazy. What if this is the fight? What if this is the fight? Huh? Are we really paying attention? Yeah. My.
When you don't know what you're gonna do, and you're down and out, they're there for you. They be at the spot, they care for you. Oh, where for you? Yeah, they there for you. When you got good news, they went with you. Got your different views, still in with you. They stay with you, every day for you. Through the highs and lows, they stay for you. Oh, it's so nice to feel appreciated, and to know that it's real. We're gonna fight every fight as a collective. We're gonna do just what's right as a collective. We're gonna move as one, never quit.
That's
tick-tock with you.
tick-tocking.
When things go wrong, they there for you. You haven't known them long and they're there for you. Always standing strong, they stand with you. So grand with you, yeah, they band with you. Oh, it's so nice to feel.
All right, YouTube, we didn't get nobody to come up in the box tonight. Love is love, namaste. I stay, salutations. Remember, if nobody told you that they love you today, let me be the first and not the last to tell you that I love you.
We're gonna do just what's right.
Remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. I'm gonna go smoke and watch it.
We're gonna fight every fight as a collective. We're gonna do just what's right as a collective. We're gonna move as one, never quit till it's done. Stay focused and selective, Atlas Collective. Fight.